we will discuss about representation of rational numbers on number line. So at first, how we will draw the number line? So at first we need to draw a straight line, okay, like that. This is a straight line, is not it? And then we need to mark a point O in the middle portion of the straight line, and which represents the zero, number 0 actually, okay. And after that, from the point O we need to mark points like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime, E prime, F prime. These points we need to mark this type of points in the both side. That means in the right hand side of the O as well as in the left hand side of the O. Okay, and we need to draw. That means we need to mark these points in such a way that always OA is equals to AB, AB is equals to BC, BC is equals to CD, or here also OA prime is equals to AB prime, A prime, B prime, which is equals to B prime, C prime. Okay, that means the distance between the points will be same. Okay, and after that the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, that means the right hand side, that means the right hand side from the right hand side from the point O represents the positive numbers. That means the point A represents 1, B represents 2, 3 represents, C represents 3, D represents 4, and the points in the left hand side of O, that means A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime, they will represent the negative integers. That means -1, -2, -3. A prime represents -1, B prime represents -2, C prime represents -3, right? Okay, so now we need to find a rational number in the number line. Okay, so let's start. Suppose if we consider the example 1, represent rational numbers -3/2, -half, 1/2, 3/2, 5/2 on the same number line. Okay, so what we need to do? At first we need to draw a number line in the same way. Okay, so the point O represents the 0, that means the number 0, is not it? And A represents 1, B represents 2, C represents 3. Here also A prime represents -1, B prime represents -2, C prime represents -3, right? So now notice that the denominator of the rational numbers is 2, is not it? So to represent them in the number line, we need to divide, that means each of OA, OAB, BC, okay, these parts into 2 equal parts. Okay, so the OA is divided into 2 equal parts, OR and RA, is not it? And OR is always equals to RA. And here also AB is also divided into 2 equal parts, AT and TB. So AT is equals to TB. Okay, right? So now in the left side also OA prime is divided into 2 parts, OQ and QA prime, and OQ is equals to QA prime. Here also A prime and B prime is also divided into 2 parts, A prime P and PP A B prime. So A prime P and PB prime is equal, is not it? That means A prime P is equals to PB prime. So now after that, if we want to represent -3/2 in the number line, okay, on the number line, as the sign is negative here, so we need to move 3 steps towards the left side of O to reach the point -3/2. Okay, so here 1 OQ, that means 1, Q A prime 2, and A prime P, that means 3. So 3 steps means the point P, is not it? So the point P will represent -3/2. Clear? And now if we want to represent -half, then we need to move 1 steps towards the left side of the O to the point to reach the point -half, is not it? Why? Because the numerator is 1 here and the sign is negative, so we need to move into the left hand side of O, right? So and we need to move 1 step only, so this point Q is 1 step from O, is not it? So this point Q will represent -half. Okay, now if we consider the 3/2, okay, the rational number 3/2, and if we need to put this number on the number line, then what we need to do? We need to move 3 steps towards the right hand side of the O to reach the point 3 by 2, is not it? So the point T implies the point which is 3 steps towards the right hand side of O, is not it? So the point T will represent 3 by 2. Clear? So thus we can represent the rational numbers on the number line. Okay. Now we will read the comparing rational numbers. Every positive rational number is greater than 0, we know that, and it is also greater than the negative rational numbers, is not it? We know that 8 is greater than 0 and 8 is also greater than minus 5, 8 is also greater than minus 93 or any negative number, is not it? 8 is always greater than any negative number or 0, we know that. And every negative rational number is less than 0 and is less than also every positive numbers. So suppose 0 is also greater than minus 8, is not it? Because 0 is always greater than the negative numbers, is not it? And if we consider 93, suppose 93 is always greater than minus 8 because it is a positive number, 93, is not it? So every positive number is greater than 0 and it is also greater than the negative rational numbers, and the negative rational numbers is less than always 0 and it is also less than the positive rational numbers. Okay. What about 0? 0 is greater than every negative number and is smaller than every positive number. That means suppose if we consider 3 numbers, suppose 0, 3 and minus 3. So 0 is less than minus 3 but 0 is greater than minus 3 and 0 is less than 3, is not it? And if we consider suppose 7, minus 7 and 0 is greater than minus 7 but 0 is less than 7. So we can say that 0 is greater than every negative number and is smaller than every positive number. Okay. So now the example 13 is compare 5 by 7 and minus 3 by 5. So we know that 5 by 7 is a positive rational number and minus 3 by 5 is a negative rational number. So positive rational number is always greater than negative rational number, is not it? So 5 by 7 is greater than minus 3 by 5, we can say that. Now the example 4 is compare 3 by 5 and 5 by 7. We know that 3 by 5 and 5 by 7 both are positive rational numbers. So we need to compare now two positive rational numbers, is not it? So how we will compare it? So at first notice that the denominators, we need to equalize their denominators. Okay. So how we can equalize their denominators? So we need to take the LCM of the denominators, right? So the LCM of 5 and 7 is 35, is not it? Now we need to make the denominator of each rational number equals to the LCM. So in case of 3 by 5, if we want to that means make the 5 equals to 35, then we need to multiply the 5 with 7, and for equalization we also need to multiply the numerator with 7, is not it? So here if we write 3 into 7 by 5 into 7, so 7 will cancel out each other, so ultimately it will be 3 by 5, is not it? So we can write 3 by 5 as 3 into 7 and by 5 into 7, is not it? So 3 into 7 means 21 and 5 into 7 means 35. So 3 into 7 and by 5 into 7 is 21 by 35. So ultimately what we need to do? We need to equalize the denominators of the two rational numbers. Okay. And here 5 by 7. So 5 by 7 we can write 5 by 7. So that means to make the denominator 7 equals to the LCM, that means 35, we need to multiply it by 5, is not it? So 7 into 5, and we need to also multiply the numerator with the same factor. So 5 we need to multiply 5 by 5. So 5 into 5 by 7 into 5, ultimately it will be 25 by 35. Now notice that the denominators of both the numbers are now equal. We know that 21 by 35 means ultimately 3 by 5 and 25 by 35 means ultimately 5 by 7, is not it? So here the denominators are equal, is not it? Now we need to compare their numerators. So here we know we can say that 25 is greater than 21, is not it? So ultimately 25 by 35 is always greater than 21 by 35, right? So that we can say that 5 by 7 is greater than 3 by 5. Clear? Now if we the example 5 is compare minus 3 by 7 and 8 by minus 15, right? So at first So we can say that minus 3 by 7, and 8 by minus 15 means ultimately minus 8 by 15, isn't it? 8 by minus 15 and minus 8 by 15 is same, isn't it? 8 by minus 15 is equals to minus 8 by 15. So we need to compare, that means minus 3 by 7 and minus 8 by 15. So so we need to, that means find out the LCM of the denominators at first, right? So the LCM of 7 and 15 is 105, right? So now we need to make the denominators of the both the rational numbers equal to the LCM, is not it? So in case of minus 3 by 7, if we multiply 7 with 15, then it will become 105, that means 105, is not it? And then also we need to multiply the numerators with the same factor. So minus 3 into 15 by 7 into 15. So ultimately it will be minus 45 by 105. And in case of minus 8 by 15, 15 into 7 is 105. So 15 into 7 and the numerator is minus 8 into 7. So minus 56 by 105. Now as the both the denominators are same, so now we need to compare the numerators. So we know that in case of minus 45 and minus 56, minus 45 is greater than minus 56, is not it? We know that in case of negative numbers, okay, the smaller number is greater than the larger number, is not it? In case of negative numbers, so minus 48 5 is greater than minus 56. So we can say that minus 45 by 105 is greater than minus 56 by 105. So minus 46 by 105 means ultimately minus 3 by 7. So minus 3 by 7 is greater than minus 8 by 15. Okay. So in case of three rational numbers also, we need to find out their the LCM of the denominators, that means 10, 8, 4, and we need to follow the same rule, is not it? It is an important rule for any two rational numbers a and b marked on a number line, okay, like that, a and b, these 2 points. If a is on the left of b, then a is smaller than b, that means b greater than a. If a is left, a is in the left portion, okay, that means if a is in the a is on the left of b, then a is always less than b, and if the b is left on a, then a is always greater than b. So now the example 8 is using number line compare the numbers 3 by 5 and minus 4 by 7. So at first we need to put the numbers in the number line, is not it? So on the number line we need to put the numbers. So the p point represents 3 by 5 and the q point represents minus 4 by 7. So the p point is in the on the right side of q, is not it? So 3 by 5 is greater than, that means the point p is greater than q. So 3 by 5 is greater than minus 4 by 7, is not it?